Kuma, yo, HINA, meow. This is an emergency Kuma broadcasting, reporting live from the first official Kuma Klan meme channel, guys. Okay, so we're just gonna jump into this right quick. We're gonna jump into the specs. Okay, we talked about last time. People wanted to know, when is the Kuma set to explode? When will we go to the next level? Okay, so we discussed that. We looked at the holders, we seen where we sat at, etc. Okay, we talked briefly about the HINA, we talked about the snowballing with the holders, how also that is set to explode. So I actually have breaking news for the Kuma, and I have eye-popping revelations and confirmations for the HINA. So let's jump to this real quick, all right? So we're set to be listed. Kuma Inu soon listed on Elite Text Exchange. Okay? So when we look at this, right, guys, we're going to understand. Okay? Let's go. This is why you hold the dip and grab the chips. Okay, so we have to understand when this listing occurs, okay? I mean, wow, December 1st, that's beautiful. We are set to take off to the moon. Very simple. You know, people wanted to know, when is our next great movement? And as I stated in my video prior to that, which is great confirmation, this is why we document it digitally. Okay, that's looking at the Kuma Inu holders. Okay, we're looking at holders because we're looking for the next moonshot. When is this gonna, and when you see a project, right, and you see the holders, okay, we're at we're at a standstill here, okay? Honestly, we're at a standstill. I'm always gonna give you transparency. So when you see this, so they got your holders, you have a project you see just went to the moon, okay? We went to the moon, we did a shot to the moon, we took a trip to the moon, first Kuma on the moon, Kumas, and it's like, all right, we did the shot to the moon, we did the run up, okay? We did the drop off, we found support after the run up, which is always beautiful. I'm always looking for support after a big drastic, just bing, 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 and I'm pretty sure we're holding good around the 20. We're a little bit under it now, but overall, we've been holding above this 20, So we have to look at that, right? And we have to look at holders that has paused. I said, wow, okay, great. So that means the nostalgia hit everybody. Oh my gosh, the Kumas, we shot up like 5,000 holders and 6,000 holders, and it's like, wow. And then we look at the consolidation. That's the cool off period, okay? As I stated in my private, and if you're here for the first time, please hit that like button, ring them notification bells, and comment Kuma Clan Diamond Hands. We've been winning. So you look at your cool off. It's like, wow, okay, we had this run up. It's amazing, 189% run up. We started at the 8, we're at the 19, and we would sit here, and we all have sat here through this process together as a family, and we have seen a 60, all-time high. We was here. We started way before that. We called the rocket before it blew up, and it blew up. Okay? We just want to make sure this is clear. We called the rocket before it exploded, and it exploded. Why did we call the rocket? Because we called many other rockets, so we decided to start documenting it. Just for the kicks of it. So with that being said, we talked about the last video. It was like, wow, I was responding to some comments. When, I've been holding, when is this project going to explode? We're waiting, we're getting impatient. My thing was this: developers from Leash over to the Kuma. The team is immaculate. We have a strong team. Yes, they can do a little better with communication, but I think that's their style. They're not telling you nothing. They're just going to smack you right in your face. They are going to smack you with the palm of Kuma. They're just gonna pop you. That's how they're really. This is how I'm seeing these developers are moving now. Honestly, the website went down. They didn't even say nothing. They just turned it back up and it went to the moon. So I'm seeing that's really like an angle here. That's their thing. It's just actions speak louder than words. That's the type of vibe I get from the architect of all Kumas. Okay, so with that being said, once this this listing drops, we're looking for implosion. Okay, that's what we're waiting for. That's what we predicted. That we're gonna sit still, and because it's been sitting still for too long. It's been, it's like this. We've been here. We've been, we should have been at the 26, the 28, but So when you see that cool off period, I'm like, wow, okay. So that means people are waiting for new news. You had the website go down, and that made a little people okay. But I had to understand the developers and the path and the direction they're going. So of course you see the website go down. For every action is a reaction. So the website goes down. People think about, oh my God, it could be more transparent. But I think that's just how this is going to go with the Kumas. Actions speak louder than words. We do not need to talk because we are winning Kumas. Okay, so that's a great thing right there. So I'm looking at this thing just to go, parabolic. You're gonna have this. I'm looking basically, we talked about next time the Kuma gets on a run, I expect to bust down a Kuma zero. Bust it off the Kuma ladder. So that's what I'm going to see with that. So that's a brief emergency update on that. Kuma new listing, moonshot rocket. Nothing to talk about. Take care of your Kumas. Okay? Now with the HINA, this is a Kuma Inu official emergency. But we're gonna jump into the HINA because it's all moving in conglomeration. So it's like, dang, if you're right about one thing, why don't you be right about every freaking thing? Don't just get lucky on one. That's because when you're just getting, if I pick 10 numbers and I pick one, that's kind of like luck. But if I pick 10 numbers and I pick 10 and then I pick 10 again, then I pick 10 again, and I pick 10 again, it's some type of talent there, honestly. Yeah. And so we're gonna talk about the HINA. Yesterday we discussed the HINA. People are like, it went down. Oh my gosh, the HINA. We had too much of a run up though, guys. We had this run up. We had amazing run up. We had a run up of all run ups, okay? And a lot of people entered here. They got pulled back. That's life. So you're looking at zeros. It's like, oh my gosh, should I panic? Oh my, the project is too early to panic because you see this run up. That's we talked about how fast this project will just burn zeros. We talked about that, okay? So what I mean by that is this. Okay, I'm just gonna go briefly into that. I'm not gonna stress that on. Okay, Kuma Inu new listing to the moon. If you're from the HINA family, come in HINA Army Diamond Hands. So look, okay, guys. So as of this occurred yesterday. Entry point on the 23rd. Exit point on the 24th. When most of y'all sleep. Okay. So my thing is this, guys. Okay, this occurred. So people we're down. Oh my gosh, this project within seconds went up over 35, around the 38. What was this? The 37, and our all-time high was only 56. Okay, guys, so I'm warning people about this project. You are not going to jump on this ball back while it's running. It's not happening. If you're not on it, you gotta grip the horns, and hold on. Because once it takes off, we're losing zeros. You're not going to see these zeros here because we talked about the tokenomics, the burns. Once this starts to spread, this thing is going, we're losing zeros, and you're not going to see these zeros either. And you won't see these zeros either with the Kumas. New listing coming. This is the big Kuma. Let's deal with reality. Big dog. He sets the path the way. Every freaking paw hits the dirt and paves the way. So just keep that in mind, guys, okay? So I'm not going to hold y'all too long. It's the holidays. Please enjoy your holidays. But, yeah, we are on each note. We're on the note of the Kuma, and we're on the note of the HINA, okay? Everything we've talked about, just like we just spoke it out. It just happened immediately. Ding, 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 Kuma. It just went straight, so these are confirmations. These are what we look for when we do make predictions. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't offer any financial advice. Please do your own due diligence research for entering anywhere in the crypto space. So these are confirmations. We talked about, when is the HINA going to explode? The Kuma, and we talked about, okay, we're waiting for some new listings. We just had a run up. It's a cool off. Great team, developers, etc. We gave the whole breakdown, guys. And then next morning, new listings on the way. We talked about the HINA, how small it was, this and that. We're waiting for not even new listings with the HINA because as far as holders, the development on that is growing. So when I see that, I'm looking at holders as the gas, of course, repeated to the rocket and the explosion. So I'm looking at, as far as the amount of holders that HINA has grown during its downtime. Like you got a coin that's going down and it's just growing in holders. It's just like, come on, you know, like you're going down and you're get more holders when you're going up. So that's showing you that people were seeing this and they were upset, like biting their nails. When should I wait to entry point? Oh my gosh, you know, and they, you know, so that's your entry right here, okay? That's it. And we're looking at a nice, good reversal going on. So it's pretty cool. Heading in the right direction. That's pretty cool. So keep in mind, guys, Kuma Inu, Hina Inu on the watch list. Next implosion. Okay, guys, it's just it's read it and weep. Okay, we talked about the Hina. It can explode at any time. The Kuma will be exploding. Okay, so once again,